Alright, what's up y'all? I'm going to give y'all a video to work on your shooting. It's an everyday drill or warm-up routine that you can use if you're trying to work on your shot, work on your form, build some consistency. So, a lot of times coaches talk about form shooting, but they just say form shooting. They don't actually explain the actual drills or shots or spots you can shoot from to actually do form shooting. So here's a real easy basic form shooting. Alright, so right now I'm in front of the goal. I'm basically one step away from the goal. Alright? And you can shoot these shots in front of the goal, straight in front. You can go to the right of the goal, to the left of the goal. You can be at a 45-degree angle either direction. As long as you're one step behind the rim, you're good. And what you can start off is, you can do 3 spots. So for me, basically 3 spots are in front of the goal and then both sides. You can work on making 10 shots, but each shot has to be nothing but net. If the ball taps the rim even barely, it does not count. All right? Hold yourself accountable, and also just makes your shot better when you're doing this. The next thing is when you're shooting, especially with the form shooting, especially for the younger kids, because a lot of times y'all get bored, just being honest. Make sure you're shooting every shot the exact same way. Whether that's your arms, your hands, your feet, how low or high you are, your release, your follow through, everything should be the exact same thing, exact same form every time, and make sure you hold yourself accountable. All right, that's how good shooters become great shooters. Is they make a lot of shots, shoot the same way, you become a great shooter. All right, so for example, if I'm shooting, bending my knees, holding my follow through, obviously that wouldn't count. I'm trying to get my first number for net. Alright, so that's another but net right there. And then, like I said, you would try to make 10 here. You try to choose at least 2 other spots to make 10 from, nothing but net. The next spot I like to go from is basically in the middle of the lane. So it's in between the free throw line and the baseline. Alright? And I actually call this the arc spot. Alright, the reason I call it the arc spot because I like to work on my arc here. A lot of times, us players might have a flat shot. You know what a flat shot means? It means your ball goes like this in a straight line instead of actually going in a high arc. It goes up and falls down. Alright? A lot of times, if you want to have like a soft touch or you want to give yourself just a higher chance of making a shot, you want to raise your arc. So I might shoot a little higher than I would naturally in my regular shot. And I'm still not jumping. And still, you can shoot this spot in the middle, you can choose a spot on the side here, spot there, 3 spots, still try to make 10. But now, instead of nothing but net, the ball can hit the rim 1 time. If the ball hits the rim more than once, it does not count. Alright, that right there was suffice. A little higher than my normal shot, the ball went straight in. Alright, next spot, we should all know this spot, free throw. Okay? Big thing, big underrated aspect of making free throws is your free throw routine. Make sure you have something that's comfortable with you, that after you do it, the ball's in the perfect spot for you to shoot it. You're in a good form where your body feels well. And also make sure that you're able just to hold your spot without crossing the line. So again, for this spot though, we're not going to move to different spots, only stay at the free throw line. Just make 10. Now we're just making shots, alright? My free throw routine, I spin the ball, I do first bounce in the middle, second bounce on the side, put the ball in my shot pocket, I load up. I actually missed that one. I missed that one. But again, trying to make 10, alright? Always keeping the same routine. You can start to dribble out further before you have to pick up your feet. Alright. So next spot, as you can see, we're gradually going farther and farther away from the goal. Best warm-up is always start in, work your way out. All right, now we're working on some catch-and-shoot jump shots. So now we're jumping for the first time. And right now I want to shoot in the middle of the semicircle, right? So I start with my heels on the 3-point line. I'm going to roll the ball to myself, step to the ball, and I'm going to jump and shoot. All right? For my shooters out there, basically the normal kind of thinking is if you're right-handed, when you roll the ball, the best way to step to the ball is left foot, right foot. Left foot first, right foot second. If you're left-handed, the rule of thumb is right, left. Okay? Some players, might be right-handed and might step to the ball right, left, and vice versa. But that's just kind of normal thing. Both hands, right-handers and left-handers, can do a hop catch. like this. All right, that's perfectly fine whether you're right-handed or left-handed. All right, I personally like left foot, right foot like this, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, again here, we're just sticking to this one spot in the middle, going 10 minutes. And now we're jumping. All right, next spot. And now we're going to a different spot. All right, now a lot of times if you're on the team, you know about the top, the wings, and the corners. Now this spot is actually called the slot. All right, this S-L-O-T slot. It basically is where the three-point line and the lane line intersects. All right, so it doesn't naturally intersect, but where it would, if it actually connected to the full way, would be right here. Okay. We're starting here, and now we're going to add dribbles. All right, so now we're doing one dribble pull-ups. Now we're working out of triple threat. Okay, if we're going right, you're going to start with the ball on your left side. All right, this is my left side, is my left hip, and I'm going to rip through. Okay, when I rip through, I'm bringing the ball from my left side to my right side, and I'm swinging it low while also keeping the ball tight to my body. I don't want to bring it out, because that's how the ball gets taken away from the defense. All right, now whenever I step, I want the ball and my left foot to land on the floor at the same time. And I'm swinging my left foot forward, all right? Kind of like a backwards J. So again, I'm catching it, swinging it forward, left hand ball at the same time, and I'm stepping in with my right foot, and I'm popping, all right? So just like this, here. Jumping, following back. All right? And again, we're still sticking with that number 10. After you make 10 of those, we're going to this side, okay? Similar thing, now we're starting with the ball on your right hip. Now you're going to land the ball and your right foot at the same time, swinging it through, dribbling with your left hand, stepping with your left foot at the end. So if I'm going slow, going here, stepping through. Okay? For my right-handers out there, because I'm right-handed, this will feel awkward, but once you build up some consistency, it'll feel natural. All right? All right. And the last thing for this basic warm-up is catch and shoot threes. So you're actually going to do the exact same thing you did for the mid-range catch and shoot, but now you're shooting from farther. All right, so you'll be about 2 or 3 steps behind the three-point line to give yourself some space. And you're going to step to the shot as you pass to yourself. Make sure we're on balance. All right. Just real quick for three-point shooting. A lot of times, if you're in middle school and younger, you tend to think that this shot is super far from the goal. But it's really not that far. If you're able to make 10 shots from here, you can make 10 shots from there. You just got to build the confidence in your mind, and again, shoot a lot, build consistency, and as you shoot more, you get better at it. Don't get your head down. Don't lose your confidence if you're missing shots. Just stick with your form. Don't change it, and you'll naturally come more accustomed to this distance. Also, a pointer if you're working on building range. Push-ups and squats. All right, push-ups, you're working on your upper body strength. Squats, you're working on your lower body strength. If you combine a push-up and a squat, you're doing this. A jump shot is this. Very similar. So build your leg muscles, arm muscles by doing push-ups and squats. And again, we're just catching shooting. Trying to make 10. Hold your balance, hold your follow through. Shot. Now I'm making for this video. And that's it. Shooting right now is one of the premiums, if not the premium, in both men's and women's basketball. You have to be able to shoot if you want to be on the court. So work on your shooting. Again, be consistent. Be the most consistent you can be. Make a lot of shots. That's the formula to being a great shooter.